Hello and welcome to another episode of NQT-Resources. Today I'd like to talk to you about stress management. Okay, so inevitably stress management is of course linked to time management, and you'll find a video on that in the description. But let me tell you that having a structure and a routine in your day will make life a lot easier. Let me just briefly mention that I also have a channel called Stress Less for Teachers, which I will share with you in the description. And in it I utilize meditation and ASMR techniques to make you hopefully feel relaxed. But now let's crack on. Speaking of meditation, this can be a really helpful resource for both you and your students. And you don't even need to spend a lot of time on it every day. Just 3 to 5 minutes of just switching off and going somewhere else with your thoughts can help you to de-stress and reset your mind for the day. There are some great apps for meditation that you can use free of charge. Calm used to be free for teachers, but I don't think it is anymore. But there's a great app called Smiling Mind, which is also there for the use in the classroom with your students. So check this out. Apart from the obvious, like meditating and taking time out and mindfulness and whatnot, I'd like to say that it's really important to do one thing for yourself per day. Just take something, no matter how small it is, and make it your own, to appreciate yourself and show yourself some care. Even if it's just a small gesture, like drinking your favorite tea or a hot chocolate, or listening to your favorite music, or watching an episode of your favorite show on telly, do it, because it's really worth it to just wind down with something that's only for you and no one else. Think of it as something to reward yourself with. So even before you start a task, maybe at home for work, come up with something that will make you happy after you do the task. So it can be taking a yoga class maybe, or something that you enjoy, whatever that may be. Playing football, grooming yourself, putting a face mask on, whatever it is that makes you happy and puts a smile on your face, and that is just for you. Do it. It's worth it. Another great thing is to plan a weekend trip once a month. It doesn't have to be far away, it doesn't have to be abroad. If you live in a city, go to the countryside and enjoy taking in the green and the nature and the smells and the sounds of the birds. It will really pay off. And vice versa, if you live in the countryside, go to the city and explore new things that you haven't seen to get new inspiration. Maybe you see something that you could even use for teaching, but don't think about it too much, because this is about you and yourself and staying healthy and stressless. So yeah, just make sure to change your perspective once in a while and get your energy levels back up again to start afresh and be recharged. Next up, foster your relationships. It's really important that you spend time with your friends. Don't only text them, because that's not the same as real life contact. Be with your family, have a little rant once in a while about work and how stressed you are. It will just put your mind off things. I mean, don't dwell on it, you know what I mean, but just get it off your chest. It will always be beneficial for you to socialize outside of work, because it is super important that you have a life outside of work. You can't just be at work. It's not healthy. I've been there, I've done it, and it was not good. Don't make the same mistakes as I did, because it's not worth it. Just take care of yourself. Another important thing is to just look after yourself. Even if you don't feel like it, put some nice clothes on, maybe some makeup if you're into makeup, especially if you feel a little down. Don't let yourself fall into that black hole. Pick yourself up, put some nice smelling body lotion on, or whatever it takes to make you feel better about yourself, and it will trigger a change in your mood. If you have a problem, share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Especially at work, sometimes we feel like it's only us who struggle with certain things, but that's definitely not the case. So if you have an issue, find an ally at work, a work friend that you can share things with. Don't get me wrong, this is not the same as bad-mouthing people behind their backs with someone else. Definitely don't do that. No, not at work, nowhere else. It's not good. What you want to do is just ask them for advice. Maybe there's a more seasoned professional that you like, that you get on with, maybe your mentor that you can talk to about some struggles you're facing. Don't feel ashamed. I mean, you're learning, it's normal. And if people make you feel bad about it, that's their problem, it's not you. Because you are learning, you're in the process of becoming a teacher, and you're asking because you want to be better at what you're doing. So there's no shame in sharing your concerns and asking for help. You would encourage your students to do the same, so don't be afraid to share things with others that you struggle with. It will also maybe prompt them to open up to you. Maybe you have some colleagues who are at the same stage as you in their career, and you can open up to them. And it's just really important to share these things because it will make you realize that you're not on your own having issues here and there. It's a normal thing in the process of becoming a teacher. Take regular walks in nature. It will make you feel better in no time, I swear. Being in nature and reconnecting with it sounds so hippie, wow. But I really mean it. Have you been to a park when you felt really shit about yourself? It relieves some pressure, so do it. Go to a park or anywhere in nature, take a big breath, and just forget about stuff for a while. Listen to the birds. It will make you feel so much better. I promise. And while we're at it, regular exercise is really great too. I was never much of a runner myself. Running is so boring, isn't it? I think so anyway. But if you like it, even better. Regular exercise releases lots of happy hormones like oxytocin and endorphins and whatever they're called. Maybe I mixed them up, never mind. But you know what I mean. So it actually does help if you exercise on a regular basis, 3 times a week, if you can, even more. 20 minutes is better than nothing at all, even if you just do it with an app at home. There's a great one called Down Dog, which I really like. I'll put the link in the description again. And it's even better if you can socialize and combine regular exercise with meeting people and being social with people outside of school, or even with your colleagues. I was part of a badminton club in one of my schools, which was great fun. So just a few colleagues went and played badminton once a week, which was just a great way to not talk about school and still be surrounded by people you get on with and exercise and de-stressing while you're exercising. So I definitely recommend that. And as one thing leads to another, being social is so important. So whether it's a salsa class, maybe singing in a choir, taking up drawing classes, whatever it is that you feel drawn to. Maybe you want to do a cooking class once in a while. There's so much out there, even for free, community projects that you can try out. It will just make you get away from work and free your mind, and that's what you want. Because don't be that person who stays at work forever and just can't switch off. It's not healthy for you. It will make you burn out, and you don't want that, trust me. So I really hope these plans gave you some ideas and tips on what to do that will bring you joy and get your mind off work. If you have any more tips, please let me know. Share them in the comment section, and other people will benefit from it. By the way, you can read up in more detail about this on my blog, www.nqt-resources.co.uk. I've got lots of tips for you on there as well, with links and things that can help you. And there's a forum that you can use to discuss things and ask questions and just help you with stuff that you might be struggling with. Also important, remember, it takes about 66 days to form a habit. So keep at it. Just do these things that keep your mind healthy on a regular basis for at least 66 days, because then they will feel more natural to you and you'll be able to stick to them more easily than before and won't have to force yourself to do stuff. I know 66 days sounds like a long time, but it will pay off. Please like, subscribe and hit the little bell to stay on track with my content. As I said before, I'd love you to leave a comment about your happy habits in the comment area. I hope to see you here again very soon. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.